he left it up to us. He really did. I mean, he would say, Ralph, Gordon Sinclair needs a letterhead. Here, I'll give you the information. See what you can come up with. I guess it took me, I don't know, a few days. It didn't happen in 5 minutes. Because I know I can remember coming in the morning and looking at it, and all I could see was on sin. And then, so I did a few up, and then maybe the next day I came in, oh, geez, I can't do that. But, oh, look at this. So it took maybe a few days. But before I went back to work at McLaren's for Alan, at the Laura Simcoe, he asked me down for lunch, and he said, I've got this thing for the Toronto Symphony. Can you give me a hand with that? And I told you what happened there. With I did something that came down and turned into an S. So, but it's sort of the globule at the end, like it looked like a musical instrument type of thing, and he turned it into a rest stop. So that was. So but he would use it.
But not. He wouldn't really.
No.
Lean over your shoulder much.
Oh no. Oh no. 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 But he would go somewhere on your behalf. When we went up to Ottawa, he said, Ralph, do you mind if I make the presentation? And I was, you know, I'd done work for these people before, and I knew them. And so I was a little put out, but I said, okay. So anyway, he had his briefcase at the side of his desk like this. And he must have sat there talking to this man, saying, you remember, Don, it's Don Bithell, that when we talked about this, you've mentioned this, and you wanted to have something like this going on, and you remember, and he went on like that. It must have been 20 minutes. I'm dying. I think if I had gone up there, I would have put it on his desk and said, what do you think? But Fleming made him agree to everything before he showed him anything, so he could not say, no, that's not good, that's not good enough, because it was everything he'd asked for.
Make him agree in advance.
Yeah, he's already bought it.
And doesn't this solve the problem?
No, and that showed me the other Fleming, which I hadn't really seen except in, you know, a couple of minor meetings maybe at McLaren's, but this was going right to the client. And he was so good at everything he did. He had an incredible library. He had a marvelous memory. He just did so many things.
He was an extraordinary presence on the Toronto design scene.
Oh, he was, and he was in any room. He had a booming voice. He was thin as a rail, but you knew he was there. And the way he you know, he would act, and his hair would fall down, and he was an actor. He was an actor, and he was a really good designer.